think we're good. Okay. I'm not even gonna start with a starting soon screen. I'm just gonna jump right the fuck into it. Welcome everyone. This is finals of the Tdm 3v3 Dopepugs Tournament. Best of 5. And the match should be starting very shortly, actually. I will be joined tonight with my co-caster Cort. Say hello, Cort.
How we doing, everybody?
All right.
Getting in the server now. Like Gamer Tom said, we're doing the Dopepugs XL Summer Classic. Very excited to be here, talking to the admins now. Looks like the first map on the new Miami server, where almost everybody's pinging 5 to 25 less, is Agony. I'll wait for a PM from the admins to get the confirmation, because map order is going to be very important here. But we're really pumped. Some people say we're a little crazy for playing this old game. But whatever marbles we haven't lost, this final match is for all of them. It's Team123 with Nanum, Unreal Shots, and Bone against Google Translate, an undefeated team 8-0, including their placement match. The new net All-Stars, Loco, Viper, and 51 Ninja helping them out, trying to bring home the cup or the title. Whichever continent you're on may influence what you call it.
Yeah,
so how you feeling, Tom? What do you think?
All right, I am pumped for this, honestly.
And it looks like we've accidentally transitioned to a 4v4 version of Agony. Server is traveling.
Nice.
Now, what we saw in the last round, storyline developing is every single round, Nanum, Bone, and Unreal Shots have had to kind of work their way through. They drop a map. They've lost a map in every round, including the placement round. So they're 8-4 overall. But they have some dominant performances as well. I don't want to make them sound like they've been squeaking out wins. Looks like they're going to want to get out to a fast start. You don't want to start dropping maps early. We've seen Loco and Viper run the score up quick. And I think it's a good sign for Nanum that they're starting with maybe their very best map, Agony. What do you think?
That sounds about right. Oh my god, my tipsy ass. Don't worry, I'll fix it in the highlight. I still have the title for my last stream. Hee. Apologies
That's
for
all right.
that in advance.
I believe it was the great Colonel Sanders who was talking to Abraham Lincoln in 2013 when he said, "I'm too drunk to taste this chicken." So we should be fine.
Yeah, we got this.
We'll be getting underway soon. The players are already warming up. And I have a feeling they're going to click pretty quick here. So there's not going to be a lot of pregame. We'll be diving in because this is a best of 5. And the action's going to be hot and heavy. In fact, the red team's already clicked. Loco reconnects, probably to start his demo. And we may be seeing a countdown here in just a minute. So Tom, really quick before they get going underneath us, what's your scoring prediction for Agony, map number 1?
Oof. Well.
Give me a winner in a scoring range.
I think, well, if from what I've seen so far, from Shots, Nanum, and Bone, I think they're gonna drop this first map, but then they're gonna come back and win the second and third map. That's kind of been like the story of their tournament season so far. Well, at least from what I can remember anyways, like, I believe that's how it was, their semifinals match, so...
Yep, I hear you there. Don't forget, I think this is a best of 5, so it'll take 3 maps to win to complete the championship. But I hear what you're saying. In theory, Nanum gets better the longer the map goes on, and we're close to getting started here. I will predict, I think Red actually is going to reverse their trend, and maybe if they're going to steal something to make this a really close, tight, hard-fought match, I think they take Agony. I've seen them perform miracles here. Shots is extremely powerful, Instagib All-Star. Bone just warmed up at a couple of really tough duels, and I think he's dialed in at just the right time. And Nanum is always a beast on anything that's 50% November. So let me go ahead and pick Nanum, Unreal Shots, and Bone in an upset here. I think it'll be a little lower scoring because this is a finals match. I think we'll see the teams feeling each other out a little bit, hiding a little more, tentative at first maybe. And unless Loco and Viper really get going and break the score open, I'm going to guess something like 55-49 in a pretty low-scoring game. Red team to come out on top in map number 1.
Bold prediction. I like it. I like it.
You always got to go with the underdog. That's key to getting the ratings to pop. So thanks to our millions of fans out there. Appreciate you being here. I know you could be upgrading your watching a lot of hot tub streams on Kick with Paco on Twitch or something like that. So means a lot. Don't worry about Sunday Night Football. I'm sure it's a garbage game anyway. Your fantasy team probably lost. So don't even check your phone until waivers come in on Tuesday or Wednesday morning. Settle in with Papa Cort, Gamer Tom, Slydog, and the admins. Congratulations to them on the Dopepugs XL tournament and both of these amazing teams that we have the privilege of watching tonight.
Yes, sir.
And a breaking story, throw all my predictions out the window because it looks like Malevolence might be the first map, which everything I said about Nanum maybe having an advantage playing his first map or his best map first goes right out the window because I believe Malevolence is the most
Commentators
dangerous
are
map
myself
for them.
and Cort.
I've seen Loco
Peter.
and Viper get in some mean streaks on this map, and the score can get out of hand in a hurry.
Absolutely.
And what's been incredible to me, Tom, assuming this is the first map, a lot of times on Malevolence, the runs we see tend to focus around armor, minigun, sniper, rocket area. But what has impressed me about the blue team is they've really turned the stalwart side of this map into a weapon. They're getting kills like hiding behind the boxes and ambushing people in the shock area, converting amp runs, and really proving as these Dopepugs XL maps get played a little more that the alternate side, the additions, are not just also rans. They are equal dangerous areas that you've got to defend and control.
Yeah.
You can't just hunker down on one side.
Oh, and it looks like we're beginning to get underway. Gameplay starts in about 5 seconds. I'm positioned over by the amp right now. And we'll see who
Perfect
gets
place
this
to
first
start.
amp.
Let's see who gets it.
Oh, Ninja spawns immediately right by the amp. He gets
But there's a
rockets,
pulse
but
here.
Nanum. Ooh, but Ninja. Oh, Red gets the belt.
He knocks down Nanum, gets a second kill. Quick
Ninja.
2-0, and the amp is still up. Loco's going to get it, and this is a rough start right off the bat. 3-0 with an amp on Loco.
Ooh, let's see if we can find some kills here.
And we're immediately at threat level midnight for their blue team.
Yeah, this is probably the worst case scenario to start with.
But
Oh,
Red's hanging in. They killed the other two members of the team, so it's actually 5-2 right now. You just don't want to give Loco 7 or 8 sniper kills as he makes his way through the Ripper area.
exactly.
Gets a
Ooh.
kill there, 8-2, and all things considered, you could be a lot worse than 8-3 after an amp on Loco.
True. He did get a few nice kills there to give him a nice early lead. 10-3. Oh, but Loco goes down by the belt. Belt should be up in a few seconds. It is up.
Yep, should have been up.
Ooh, the
Chaos
red guy
and-
missed it, but Loco ends up going down, going and getting it. Oh, Viper gets a nice ripper headshot on Loco right there.
Action heavy in the early going. And every single person here has died. Nanum sneaking around the XL side. That's who I'm following now. He's at 28% efficiency.
Oh,
and he picks up
Viper.
a shock rifle.
Viper score, -1.
And it just shows the talent of these teams. Everything, you got to watch your back at all times.
Oh,
We're
but
tied at 10-10 in the early going here. And I'll tell you, Tom, it's a perfect time, tied at or now 11-10, to pop you into the Nanum Bone and Unreal Shots voice and get our first shot at the voice of the teams.
All right, sounds good.
Belt is soon. I mean, not belt, amp,
Ah.
amp. Come to amp. Third,
Did they get that?
I have it. I'm dead. They have it. This server's complete trash. He's at rockets.
He's at armor right now.
So very exciting start. Don't forget to unmute your mic. You're back in with me.
Yes, sir.
17-16 red team. What you hear there is the second amp was taken and Loco killed Nanum to take it over.
Yep, and Nanum responds with This server is trash.
Well, it looks pretty good to me. I can't speak for the, I haven't played in it. It's hot off the presses, and we appreciate the admin setting this up. From what I saw, everybody testing was pinging 5 to 25 less on this server, so I can only anecdotally say it's better for me. Looking at the early going, we're 18-16, and I'm actually very impressed. The red team is winning in a very close match right now. Nanum takes a bad fight here with an enforcer, and it's going to be tied. But looking here, Unreal Shots leading the way for the red team with 9 kills, 56% efficiency. Loco over 70% with 11 frags. What a shocker. King Kong. El Gigante himself crushing. And Viper and Ninja kind of trying to work their way back. Having trouble finding weapons here on a smaller map.
Yeah,
Wow.
Reddit's definitely doing a great job with keeping it close here.
Just witnessed a little bit of nerves from Viper trying to minigun down, you'd think a pretty easy kill to clean up on Nanum with an enforcer. But Nanum actually won the fight. Little moments like that are going to decide this game, and the belt is up. Viper gets the belt. Nanum trying to use a Ripper to whittle him down a little bit. And at 24-21, why don't we slide you into Loco and Vipers for this next amp run and see how this goes.
Ok, gracias. Vamos al...
Me mataron ahí en Bell. Ahí está el ampli. Tienen ampli.
Shots!
Tienen ampli.
Shots, let's go! Let's go, Shots! Yes! Yo! Good shit!
Empate, hay uno.
Oh! He ends up going down.
Voy a ir al belt.
But Shots, let's go!
Voy a ir al belt.
Vale.
They're keeping it
Hay un
incredibly
impulse.
tied. Good shit. Good shit right there. Oh, man.
An exciting amp commie there. And
Yeah,
now 32-29, this game is going to come down to the wire. We're not quite halfway in, and the teams haven't even established dominance yet. Normally by now one team has control, and the other team's fighting back to take it over, but I'll tell you, it's just been a frenzy here to kick things off in the first map of the finals.
Is there? Yes, U Shots is Unreal Shots.
Yeah, and for those of you who may not know, Unreal Shots, really an Instagib all-star. Some of the best aim in the tournament, and that's one of the things we didn't have time to talk about in the pregame, is Viper and Loco have incredible aim, but Unreal Shots can match up with anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Absolutely.
And Nanum is no slouch himself, so clearly that's the way things are playing out now. And you'd have to give the experience factor to Nanum as well. We didn't talk about that, but Nanum has just been a menace to the CTF community for, I don't know, since the olden days when they were carving the statues and the ancient wonders of the world. Nanum was winning tournaments already, I think. So
True.
he's not going to get nervous. He's played the best who ever played this game.
Ooh, Shots. Shots gets the amp again.
Yeah, let's follow him. He's got cover from Nanum in the pulse room. Gets a kill there. Doesn't kill his teammate.
He gets the kill on Loco. Just what
Yeah.
he needs.
That's an excellent point. Every kill you get on Loco is really worth about 2.
And Shot ends up killing his boats behind the wall there. That's funny. But he gets like four or five kills there before he goes down there.
And this is our biggest lead of the game so far. And
He
it's not the blue
spawned
team.
on his amp. He spawned on his amp that he died on. But, oh my god.
Hey, sometimes better to be lucky than good. You'll take it if you can get it. And this is our biggest lead of the game. Red team up by 8 with 5 minutes to go. Why don't we go back into their voice as the action gets hot and heavy and see how things go in the late going.
Kuko, what do you mean? Fix what the tool?
Sorry.
Ah, Loco's bot black.
Oh, they're
area.
getting armor. Fuck the server.
Server Nanum. He really doesn't like the server here.
All right. Back here, the lead has evaporated. Now we're almost tied again, 48-46. 4 minutes to go.
And another fuck this server from Nanum. Perfect timing, I guess.
What's interesting, while I was spectating him, Nanum got 4 or 5 pulse kills in a row ambushing people. Belt taken there. The next one will be at 58 if we want to follow that later. And Red positioning here to get another amp on Nanum, but he gets Ripper headshot.
Oh,
The amp is right where
no!
it starts.
Man, but he spawns on it. He picks up the
Yep.
amp.
He's got both teammates there for cover, and he's trying to go on a run here, headed to the armor. Nanum has just been deadly with this pulse all game. Must
Look at
have been
that.
taking lessons from No Mercy.
Wait, what's buggy about the stats? Like, I don't see it on my screen. I'm
take a
a
look.
bit confused right now.
Nanum gets commied on there as the amp closes to expire. 55-52, red team with the lead. Unreal shots at 26 frags, still leading the way with 56% efficiency. Nanum at 20 and 53%. Bone doing a great job in a support role, looking over the blue team Vipers.
He tried loading rockets and technically kills himself there.
Saw that. Nanum with a minigun kill on Ninja there at the belt. Gets a headshot on Viper. Another sniper shot. And man, Nanum's actually doing work with this sniper rifle right now. But Loco mosing down with the minigun. And a lot of action here in the flak room.
Ah, Bone! He gets a nice bio kill on Loco. Let's go.
Wow. With a 6-point game.
Loco.
Frags. Loco at 60% efficiency, 26 frags. And let's take one more listen into their voice, see how the end of this map may go out. I'll bring you back in about a minute.
Alright, sounds good. Into Loco's voice chat right here. Oh, Loco!
Pero como mierda, loco.
Did he just insult himself? Is that what I heard?
En armor hay dos. Vel.
Ah,
Lo
ok,
tengo,
lo
lo
agarro.
tengo.
Ok.
Bueno.
El otro va a ser
Hay
en
ampli,
11.
hay ampli, ampli.
Voy.
voy a agarrar.
Voy, déjamelo.
Vale.
They're all on it. They're all on it. Loco's gonna get it. He's got belt.
Hey, you gotta run.
Got moved into red right here.
Oh, he's hurt bad.
I have it.
Oh, man,
Tell me if
gets
you
a
see
shot
them.
on him.
They are by flak again. One by flak. Amp by amp area. I killed
Okay, I'm
him.
going for him.
There's one by flak on top of flak pushing you behind.
Okay.
He's in the corner over here. Hide.
I died with it. Fuck.
Oh, no.
All right, a minute 20 left to go. 67-62 red team. Tom, don't forget to unmute your mic.
Sounds
We're coming
good,
down
thank
to
you.
an epic finish here on map number 1.
Yeah.
Belt taken by Loco, and that's what they need to get these last 4 frags. He's going to have to express himself, so to speak.
Woo, get the nice sniper kill from across the map there.
Yep, and Nanum's right there as well, but he's hiding. And I don't know, we're a 1-frag game. I don't know if you can hide.
I don't know, it's gonna come down to the wire here.
But Nanum 2 clutch kills there to give the red team a 3-frag lead. Trying to make his way to armor and get some health. Gets another kill.
Viper!
And red team, tell you, if it was me, it might be time to hunker down at the armor. Another kill for Nanum.
3 kills difference. Oh, 2 kills, 30 seconds remaining. Ooh, 1 frag.
1 frag.
20 seconds. Oh shit, guys. Oh.
Furious fight over here in the flak room. 70,
Loco gets a
68,
belt.
15 seconds to go. There's a minigun kill.
Oh, he can't quite get
Wilson,
Loco. He can't quite find him.
68. They're hiding at goo.
Yeah, they're all
There's
there.
the needs the kill.
Oh, and
Oh.
down by 3 to end it. Oh man.
Wow.
What
And
a
with
crazy first
lightning
map right
finish. Yeah, I forgot to screenshot just now before Nanum disconnected, but 73-69. Red team with the upset, I would say, on the first map, which I think Malevolent's probably the strongest map other than maybe Terra for Loco and Viper's team. And I'll tell you, I don't know that I would complain about that server if I was Nanum, because that's the best I've seen them play the entire tournament. And they're the only team that has taken a map from Loco and Viper. So congratulations to them on map number 1. MVP Unreal Shots with 33 frags, 58% efficiency, and really the first time we've even seen Loco outplayed anywhere.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like
Red
good
did an
shit.
amazing job. Yeah, I absolutely completely agree with you there. Red did an incredible job with 100% coverage of every amp. It felt like they were always on it or had a plan. Nanum with 4 clutch kills in the final minute there to hold that narrow lead and actually expand it at the end there.
Yeah. Let's go, champ. Let's go. Fucking amazing.
Man, what a finals. That's how you want to kick things off.
Exactly.
With a little Irish coffee.
Yeah. Oh my god. I think I'm kind of drinking that right now, actually. Funny enough.
I am
Not
Jack's
planned.
lack of surprise, as my good friend Tyler Durden would say. AKA Fight Club. Sorry, I just broke 2 rules at once. Of Fight Club, not Dopepugs. Alright, so as we wait on the second map here, waiting on the admins to rule whether we're going to stay in this server or not, it was hard for me to tell. You never know what players are experiencing on the client side, but to me, it looked pretty good. I think no matter what in deathmatch, somebody's going to have a complaint.
Yeah.
Looks like Agony is going to be our next map. It's what we thought we'd be playing first, but
I'm drinking Kahula and milk. That's what I'm drinking right now.
love
so
it.
so not quite Irish coffee, but you know, it's kind of close.
Yep. Hope you guys are all out there enjoying. Nice bathrobe, little cognac cigar, kicked back, relaxed, and watching to see who the King of Deathmatch is. Waiting to find out who cast the longest shadow from their nether regions. We thought it'd be Loco in map number 1, but it turns out it was Unreal Shots. Man, what a great map. Gotta say, that was very intense, incredible action, and I think this map is going to be just as exciting. This is going to be a bloodbath. Blue team's going to be furious that they dropped that first one in such a close way.
I bet.
And I bet you they'll settle down the longer this map goes. They're
White
gonna,
Russian, thank you,
They're going to
Atomic.
get better and better, I think.
Very good amp runs from Shaw. Absolutely. It definitely made the difference, for sure.
Yeah, Red was able to really score on their amp runs. And as we saw at the very beginning, we wondered if it would become a storyline. Blue was not able to capitalize on their first amp run. They had Loco. They had killed all 3 members of the blue team. And if they were playing a lesser team, there's a chance it could have been 12-0 there to start. I mean, I have no doubt that Loco could have run off 8 or 9 kills quick.
Sorry,
and
Detox,
then,
that was the auto mod right there.
Red would have been in a
I
scramble
honestly
mode
don't
right from the beginning.
remember what the auto mod settings are.
But they actually
so apologies for
stabilized.
that.
They managed to kill Ninja and Viper. And then they ambushed Loco, survived that first amp. And from there, they controlled all the rest of them, really. I mean, a very tight match the whole way. So what's your prediction here for Agony as we get ready to get started on the second map of this Dopepugs XL Classic Finals, best of 5?
Oof. Well, if they continue playing like they just did, then it's going to be another close one. Kuko, you are the worst Lotter fan in the community!
And I'm asking the admins to actually confirm.
Yes.
Love that joke, by the way.
Yes,
I never actually got admin confirmation this is best of 5. I'm
Sly
assuming that it
did.
is.
Sly confirmed me
Okay.
before match. Yes.
Perfect. Then color me uneducated, but now upgraded. And now, Tom, what's your scoring prediction as the last guy gets ready to click here on Agony? What's going to happen map 2? As the 10-second countdown starts.
It's going to be another close map, in my opinion, to be honest.
Yeah, could go to anybody. Let's watch this first amp. I'm going to pick, actually, Blue to turn the tables here. Each team winning the other's map as Ninja gets the first amp, heads to Flak. Give me Blue in a 10-point victory. Frags. We'll see.
Woo.
Yeah,
Shots
but
with
a
the
headshot
double
there
kill.
from Unreal Shots, and he's got the amp now, headed to Shock. And he is having himself a night.
He has all 4 red kills right now. He's trying to go for a 5th. Finds both
2
of them
guys
up
hiding
there.
at iPads, gets another. Is he already in a killing spree? He is. But he gets headshot at the end of the amp. Loco hiding there at Sniper in the corner. And let's watch. Wow. 6-2 in the early going. First amp went the red team's way. And here comes the second belt. Looks like Unreal Shots is on it. I wonder if he'll be challenged here. Loco only has a Ripper, but Ninja ambushes him with rockets, and somebody else is going to have to pick that up.
Bone with the double kill right there with the rockets.
Amazing. So 7-2. 2-on-1 over on the November side. Unreal Shot's about to die, perhaps, to Ninja. But he's got a shock rifle. Goes down with a minigun, 7-4, 8-4. And 2 minutes into the map, let's go ahead and take our first look into the teams. We'll move Tom in with Loco, Ninja, and Viper.
Okay. Muted myself right there, so I'm ready for that. All right, let's go.
El AMP va a salir ahorita en 10 segundos.
Me mataron en shock.
Estoy esperando armor. Voy a ir ahorita a AMP.
Están esperando ver también.
Oh. No, tranqui.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Lo cogiste, Viper? Déjamelo,
No.
déjamelo, ninja. Voy.
Ok,
Hay uno ahí abajo. Muerto dos.
Buena, buena.
ok.
What a
Vamos a...
what a nice,
Mine. I'll get a gun.
Here.
what a nice series of kills right there.
All right, 11-9 here. I never saw where that second amp went. It didn't sound like a lot of thunder and noise was made unless it was on the November side.
I believe Loco has it. Yeah. Loco has it, but he goes down
Taken a little
to
late,
red,
and
to
Bone
bone.
picks it up near the belt. That's what happened. It was taken late. Sat there waiting, and he's pulsing, trying to kill this spawn, and he gets Loco there. Ninja dies, and all three red guys in control of the thigh pads over on the November side. A perfect hop to the vials for Bone. He's been practicing his bunny tracks. Gets a headshot, and man, we are seeing double score from the red team.
Oh,
Why did
no.
I pick against Nanum on their best map? What an idiot.
All
Red
right,
gets the next belt. They're building a pretty good lead here. Is Unreal Shot. Man, Bone tried to accidentally pulse his teammate, and Unreal Shots paid him back with a little shock warning there. Let's go into their voice and see how things are going for the red team here.
Okay. That's all Nanum's perspective here. Not much voice comms from him right now. Have a pretty solid lead. 17
You like that
frags.
kill?
That was nice.
That was nice.
We're gonna have belt and amp coming
Do
up.
it, amp. I killed
amp
one.
is gonna be soon.
Yeah, Bone is showing up. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, champ.
Do it, amp. Good job.
You guys get the amp. I'm over by belt.
All right, back in with me. Don't forget to unmute your mic. Commanding lead, almost tripling the blue team right now.
Nanum got belt, and he told his team to go to amp.
Oh, it's time to bring the pain. Wow. So at
Ninja gets
35
the
to-
amp. Let's
Ninja
see
with
what
an
we
amp.
need.
Let's see what he's doing. Bone hiding with Goo over at the November side. Smart for him to stay out of the action, I think, with an amp in play.
I mean, down 21, I feel like they kind of need to be a little bit aggressive here.
For sure. The blue team's got to make a run here.
Oh!
you also don't
Bone!
wanna press too
Another
much.
bio kill. Another bio kill from Bone.
We know
Love to see
Tom
it.
loves a good bio kill. We just saw a highlight of that
Absolutely.
earlier this week.
I love my bio kill. It
Loco's
doesn't
gonna
matter
grab
what the
this-
version of the game.
Loco gets the next belt. Next will be at 13, and he's making his way back to the November side. Pops over to Shock. Gets a headshot. Going to check on armor. And in the early going here, they've cut the lead to 50-50. They're down by 21, but at least it's not 30.
True.
Unreal Shots and Bone, each with over 70% efficiency. Unreal Shots at 19 frags. Loco leading the way for the blue team with 42% efficiency. And I'll tell you, the scariest thing that I'm seeing, as good a player as he is, Viper is at 0 frags, 0% efficiency.
Oh,
I don't
no.
know what's going on there, but we may need to follow that story.
Oh, as you say that, he gets a kill.
Whew, thank God. I reverse cursed him.
Yeah, reverse curse. That's not usually how it goes. Usually it's the stream caster curse. Hee. I was actually watching the 2K4 tournament for a good while before this, and every time the caster mentioned something, the caster curse would happen.
Absolutely. I think that goes back to the old Al Michaels days when they talk about how a quarterback hadn't thrown an interception in 47,000 pass attempts, and then he instantly would on the next play.
Yeah. Love to see it. You love to
The
see
red
it.
picks up the belt. We're going to have another amp here soon in a moment, and it's 44-22 with the lead holding. As we get ready for this next amp run, why don't we move you back into... I'll move you into both teams. We'll go first to Loco and Viper and then see how things are going.
Sounds
Whoever
good.
gets the amp, I'll throw you in their voice.
Okay.
Ahí, sí.
Están esperando Ampli, pero aún no sale.
Creo que ya lo agarraron ellos.
Ya casi, sí, ya casi. Voy. Sí, lo tienen.
Bueno.
Can't buy armor. Watch out.
It's still there. It's still there. They got it.
Oh, I fucking fell down. Fuck.
Oh, I killed the bone somehow.
El Bell lo tienen.
Getting moved between both chats. Let's go.
El Bell se lo quité. Vamos a shot.
Man, heavy action there with that amp. Both teams fighting over it at the shock rifle, and by the time I got you into one team's voice, the other team would get a kill and steal the amp.
Exactly.
So
So
red,
despite being down 20 points or so, the Blues doing a good job with them, like not making it like a super runaway yet.
I
I'd say.
agree. I also agree with you that they're going to have to get aggressive if they're going to try to make this up. Obviously, there's no style points whether you lose a map by 1 or 100, so you're not incentivized to hide and keep it close. I don't think we're doing any frag spread here in the finals, so you got to go wild. Give us a scoring update on everybody in the game, Tom, with 4 minutes to go.
All right, it looks like Shots is leading the way with 21 frags and 62 efficiency. Bone is stepping up big time here with 15 frags, 60% efficiency. And Nanum's actually behind on his team, not by much. 14 frags, 53% efficiency. But meanwhile, on the blue team, Blue's just struggling to keep up with their awesome performance, but they are actually starting to narrow the lead. As I say that, Bone does pick up the amp, but to finish off the scores, Loco with 16% efficiency with 47, and Bone gets another bio kill. Ninja 16 frags.
The lead
42.
down to 12 here as Bone dies with the amp. Is anybody going to be able to steal that? It was far away. And Viper has a belted amp run here. He's recovering well, and he's up to 6 frags, 11 frag lead here in the late going.
Yeah, 12. Like, this is completely doable for Blue to come back and win this here.
Particularly if they're starting to get belt control. And if Viper comes awake. Unreal Shots gets a kill on Ninja from the thigh pad area in the sniper. And Red has kind of gone into what we saw the last round. Unreal Shot's going to snake this belt from Viper. And I wouldn't be surprised if Nanum and Unreal Shots and Bone move into kind of a deep freeze. We've seen them really excel at holding leads. But now we're down to 8. And the question is, can they weather the storm from Loco? Back up to 12.
I have a feeling they can. I think they're gonna take it, but it's gonna be close. They're gonna like in these last 2 minutes here. I have a feeling it's gonna come within a few frags. I think.
Similar to what we said last week, when you're playing against a guy like Sorn or Loco, you don't want to get in that margin of error within 3 frags where they could just multi-kill you at the end with a sniper. And Unreal Shots gets comboed there. He actually was pretty stacked with armor. And now he's got an Enforcer and no stack. Gets found by Ninja and minigun down. But he's almost going to escape. Wow, and he lives with 4 health. God, they really needed that frag. And they're going to let him get the belt here with 4 health. And he went from dead in the water, no weapon, 4 health, to stacked with belt and a minigun. And little moments like that decide games like this. Loco's got an amp, though.
Ooh.
We've got to
Picks
follow
up
Loco
armor.
here at the end.
Oh, but he gets hit, but he
Chooses
gets
to
a
go
little
with
bit of health.
minigun, but he's still got some armor and health. Can he ambush Unreal Shots with this belt? He does. 10-point game. 80 seconds left. Finds another kill there to cut it to 9. But man, it's going to be tough to hunt out this red team for the last minute here to close a 10 frag game. Plus, red honestly is just staying aggressive. They're just holding this lead with great aim. Woo! Wow, and what a
Whoa.
clutch headshot there. Did you see that?
Yup,
from Nam?
I was on a Loco's perspective.
Man, I was too, and holy cow, he hit a primary, I think a combo and a primary on Nanum. And
What a
but Nanum
headshot.
hit the most clutch shot of the game. And then got the belt. Wow.
Excellent. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it.
Unreal Shots with another rocket kill and Loco there, and Red is going to take this. With 30 seconds to go, they've still got a belt. And we've got to start thinking. So down 2 maps to none. Strategy thoughts start to begin for the next 3 maps because you have no more bullets in the chamber if you're the blue team. You got to win them all from here on out to change this around.
Nana was trying to hide on the light switch. And he gets one more kill to end it off, and Red ends up taking this 65-51. Shots
Holy
with
cow.
30 frags. 59 efficiency. Nanum 19 frags, 55 efficiency. Bone 16 frags, 50 efficiency. Putting on a very amazing performance right there.
Yeah, to go up 2 games to none in the Dopepugs XL Summer Classic. Wow. All 3 members of the red team dominating at or over 50% efficiency. Loco, the only member of his team at 50%, needs to get some help from Viper. That's their tier. He's listed as a tier B, but in reality, he's a $980 player from NewNet. And he's really got to step his game up here on what looks to be Codex for the 3rd map.
Oh,
Man.
shit.
And you wonder if nerves maybe got a little to the blue team here. One thing about players like Ninja, and I'm not calling him
Hey,
nervous. My point
Sorn.
on Ninja
Much
is
appreciated.
this.
Thank
He
you
has
for the
very unique
subscribe with
movement.
Twitch
If you
Prime.
haven't seen it, it's hard to prepare for. But we had a little bit of an extended wait for this finals. And a player that moves a little odd like Ninja, Snaky, even Viper, you can prep for that. You can tell your team to aim a little higher, use a little more flak, maybe some rockets at their feet. And an Instagib pro like Unreal Shots knows to be patient. He knows what goes up must come down. And he just waits in primaries or combos you once you come back.
Kevs, I hope that's not true. He said Sorn subbed and now the stream lagged. Thanks.
Ah, yes. Well, we know where all of Sorn's bandwidth goes. It's constantly in use on a second monitor, and we won't need to talk about that.
Paco says UT is now America's official sport, and Snaky
Yes.
says that North America sweep incoming. That's what he's
Man, I don't
predicting.
know. I don't think it's a bad prediction to whip out the brooms, but I just can't bet against Loco to lose 3-0. I don't know. Maybe I'm picking with my heart there. I did call him El Gigante. But the developing story I saw was just the struggles of Viper on that second map that I thought he'd be great, and for about 6 minutes there, he had no points, 0 frags, 0% efficiency. I mean, you could have subbed me in with a brick from the walls as a weapon. That was rough. Shout out to Pink Floyd there and all you fans of British rock. Good game. So as we get started here, waiting on the Codex of Wisdom. 5 out of 6 clicked. Any predictions? Do you think they're going to take the sweep, or can Blue turn this around, Tom?
I think they're gonna at least take this map, but then Red's probably gonna win it next map.
This is the map I would guess Unreal Shots and Bone would struggle the most on, but it's also the map that I think can slightly negate some of the sniper aim of the blue team.
Yeah.
I look for Ninja to play a little better here. I look for Viper to play a lot better here. Unreal Shots has just been so on fire. If he maintains this performance, I mean, it's like having 2 Nanums in there. He's outplaying everybody in this match.
Yeah. So, well, everyone's clicked in. 5 seconds until the game begins.
Yep, and I'm hovering on the belt. Let's see how this first amp run goes. And what we'll do...
Ninja spawns on the amp.
Loco gets it, but 2 guys there. He has no weapon. He scores the flak. And it looks like somebody else may end up with the amp.
Yep, Ninja. He gets 1 kill but goes down, but I think there was team
Unreal
kills.
Shots has the amp and a pulse.
Now watching third-person perspective from shots here.
Yep, swinging back and forth from the belt over to the sniper, trying to get that next kill. Finds a guy at the end of the amp and weakens him a lot. He's in an epic goo fight, and they go.
Ninja, let's go, buddy. Let's go.
Yep, if you can go 50-50 with Unreal Shots with a goo gun, your team's going to have success. And another dual kill from Viper and Shots there. The second belt's going to be up here.
Yes, sorry. Okay, apologies. I accidentally clicked the CTF one instead of the TDM one. Sorry. It's fixed. It's fixed.
That's all right, as long as our viewers know nobody has capped yet. No flags have been captured in this deathmatch final. Nanum has the second belt. He's up by the armor. And the red team building a solid lead here early at 13-4.
Yeah.
Let's move you into their voice and see what they're doing so right.
Okay.
We're gonna get armor right now.
Oh, sorry.
Alright.
Play passive, guys. I mean, I know we're winning, but just
One's up top by Black. Rocket, rather.
We need belt soon.
Back with me here as the next belt gets taken by Unreal Shots. He is dealing damage with this pulse.
Oh,
if he
yeah,
gets
he
this
is.
next amp as well, this is gonna be a rout.
Oh no, Shots is just
Oh,
on
man.
fire here, but Loco picks up the amp but goes down.
Loco might have just saved the game for the blue team with that kill. They could not afford to go down 30-3.
Wait, huh? Wait, Nanum killed himself, but he killed Loco? Okay. Okay.
So 25-5 here. All three members of the red team over 70% efficiency. Unreal Shots leading the way again. 11, 9, and 5 the frags for them. 3-2-1 for the blue team with all of them below 30% efficiency. And they've got to weather the storm and try to turn this around because they need every map from here on out, and it's looking hard. That's what she said. Now let's pop in and check on their team and see how they're doing.
Hit.
Viene.
Ya lo maté.
Bueno.
Ok, el otro va a ser como a las 11.
Mi árbol no se le pega nada.
All right, back in here, and blue has started to stabilize a little. We're down to a 13 frag lead, 29-16 with 8.5 minutes left in map 3 of the Dopepugs XL Summer Finals. Team123 up 2 maps to none on Google Translate. What do you think so far, Tom?
Well, Snakey saying this game's over. I don't want to say. I don't think so just quite yet. Like,
Blue scores a belt there, and the amp's going to be coming up. I agree with you. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Yeah,
We're down to 12, so they're fighting back. Nanum only has a Ripper. Viper gets a kill with belt on Unreal Shots over by the rocket launcher. And they're trying to go. I think they've given up trying to dominate with hit scan because you just can't overpower Unreal Shots with pure aim. You've got to outposition Bone and the red team and fight back with rockets, I think, and flak.
Ooh, but Red has the amp there, but
But Viper does have a
Bones.
lot of rockets. The perfect denial weapon to keep anybody from running up that ramp to steal that armor. Oh, man.
7 minutes 20. 12 point a game. Oh, Bone picks up the belt right there. Drops below, finds one, gets the kill. Minis on
Fighting
Viper.
Loco down here. All he has is piston left, getting headshot, trying to run away, and gets taken out by Loco. Oh, Unreal Shots fighting Loco for the sniper rifle area, gets him with the pulse. And Loco with just an enforcer trying his best to steal this belt, but I think they're going to lose control of it. 13 frag lead, and let's move you into their voice, see how things are going.
El Ampli va a salir ahora, ¿no?
Sí, ahorita estoy aquí. Nomás que no tengo pistola.
Almost didn't meet
El Bell, el
myself in
Bell, el
time.
Bell. Espero yo, Bell. O me
Ok.
mataron en Bell.
Híjole.
Poor Loco.
Están
Tengo,
en
tengo,
Ampli,
Ay,
en Ampli,
me
en
quité
Ampli.
el oro.
Ve Ampli rápido.
Who gets it?
Oh, they have that belt's about to get the amp.
Pulling you back here because we've got a belted amp run for it looks like the blue team. I think
Yeah.
Viper's got a belt amp, a full belt,
Go
making its
Viper,
way over
go!
to armor, and swings back, gets a kill there. We're down to an
Two.
11 frag lead here with 5.5 minutes to go. 5:52 on the clock.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything just yet. I don't want to curse anything. No caster curse. No caster curse. I don't want to predict. I really don't want to predict. Oh, but he gets a nice couple of kills there with the amp. Like, they're keeping it relatively close, all things considered. Oh, Viper, come on. Find the flag kill, find the flag kill.
Man, Viper
can't
struggling with
hold
the
it.
flak there. Wow.
Oh, but that red guy right there, I believe that's Bone. Like, he was juking Viper and I think Loco
He
too for a
was.
little
I
bit.
saw him escape that amp kill, and I didn't have time to mention it then, but I'm glad you saw it as well, and our viewers. 5 minutes to go here. It's a 9 frag game, getting tight in the late going. A couple kills there for the blue team. And looking at our scores, 49 to 39, 10 frag game. Unreal Shots and Bone both at 17, hovering around 50% efficiency. Nanum with a very clean, near 60% efficiency, and only 15 frags, but really controlling the game at his own pace.
Yeah, 4 minutes, 35 seconds left. 10 frag difference though. Still
Give
completely
me a quick
doable for
update of
blue.
the blue team.
Alright. Blue team, it looks like Viper's actually starting to
Yeah.
wake up during this tournament. And
Shots fired by Gamer Tom in the finals.
14 frags, 42 efficiency. Ninja, 13 frags, 39 efficiency. And Loco, almost tied with Loco or Ninja
Yep.
right there, but just
We've got
slightly
an amp
better
run
efficiency.
starting
Right there.
here for, it looks like Nanum. Yeah, Nanum's got, oh, he gets headshot there by Viper. Viper with a clutch shot, and then he's trying to see who wants to take this amp. Loco's
Give
got
it
it
to
with a
Loco.
minigun, and he's got full minigun ammo, and he's looking to deal the pain.
And he finds at least one. Oh, two before he goes down. Nice.
Yep, gets one at the end there, but we're holding in a 12 frag lead for the red team with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game.
This is going to be very rough for them to find their footing. They're finding it a little too late, but
Well, and it's so tough because you don't want to chase players as good as Unreal Shots and Nanum without a health advantage and armor, but you may have to when you're losing by 10 or 12 frags.
yeah.
Heard the belt taken. Next will be around 25. Didn't see who got it. I think it
Bone.
was the red team.
Yep, Bone got it. They're just fighting up top. He's trying to fight. Oh, he goes down. No.
Unreal Shots ambushing with the belt in a 2-on-1, converging in a pincer move, blitzkrieging the blue team there. Man, shout out to you World War II history buffs.
Whew.
And a 2-on-1 over at the sniper rifle area, but Viper escapes, goes up the lift,
Ah.
picks up some rockets, and I'm watching Unreal Shots here float between the armor, which is up.
He was
Viper
go-
ambushes him with a kill, though.
Yes.
And those are the types of moments you need if you're the blue team. 10 frag advantage, 2.5 minutes to go, 68-48. Actually, that's a 20 frag advantage.
Yeah.
I have to call in a math
Bone.
major.
Oh, Bone got it, but Loco's like, fuck your amp. I'm just gonna snipe both of you and take it myself.
I think Loco is a damage amplifier. When
Oh.
he gets the amp, it's just 6x damage.
Yeah, oh. This could be exactly what they need here. 2 minutes remaining. Loco, he finds much needed kills there.
Bad spawn for Unreal Shots, and he finds the other guy here.
14, they're narrowing it very slightly. Like, he just needs to keep going, Loco.
Yeah,
Come
he needs
on.
to keep hunting. He's got the
Hunt,
armor,
Loco, hunt.
and this is no time to get defensive if you're Loco. You've got to go wild. Gets almost a double kill here with Shock. But man, Red is just finding frags in places nobody thought to look. holding this lead at 13. And with 90 seconds left, they may start their deep freeze.
They can find if they can just keep finding kills. Kill him on the spot. Kill him on the
Loco gets a
spot.
belt. They're down by 12, and he's really got to do something special with this belt. He's doing his best, but man, Bone is just hiding around the pillar, making him work for every point of damage.
He's trying to delay
Excellent
as much
movement
time
there.
as he can. He knows if he stalls for time, they got this. They got this. They don't want to do
Yep.
anything bad with the 1 minute remaining here. Oh no.
14 frag advantage. 50 seconds remaining in the Dopepugs XL final, third map.
Yeah.
Unreal Shots taking out a pulse kill there. Pushes it up to 16. Everything getting desperate here for the blue team in the final going. Loco gets a bad spawn, but he does kill Unreal Shots.
Oh no.
30 seconds left.
Well, I
Hey,
guess
since they're
it's
about to
safe to
complete the
say
sweep,
that's red.
Why don't we... Yeah, let's finish out with Nanum here for the last 25 seconds.
Okay.
Captain of the red team eating some amp damage there from Ninja, but pulls out the goo gun. They can celebrate. 10 seconds left. Nanum hiding by the lift. And the red team is going to take this Dopepugs XL Classic Finals 3-0. Team 123 over the Google Translate team.
Let's
What a
go.
finish.
What a finish.
Wow.
Wow,
Holy cow.
indeed. Oh man, what a finish! Like, I definitely did not expect that at all. Like,
What a game.
oh,
And before
man.
he jumps off voice in 3 seconds, like always, let me try to drag Nanum in here and see if he wants to talk to us at all.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Nanum, I just dragged you into the stream. I know you're with your team. Congratulations on the championship. Do you have anything you want to say to the stream? And then we'll put you back with your team.
Yeah, that was the most unenjoyable game I've ever played. Server is shit. Please delete the server. That's all.
But we'll see if we can pass that on. Congratulations on the championship. We'll move you back with your team.
Oh, you did.
Loco, we dragged you into the stream with the Twitch viewers. Do you have any thoughts? I know it's a tough moment, tough to go down 3-0. But you had a great tournament. You're a fantastic player. Anything you want to say to the stream while you're here?
GG, well play. My team doesn't. How can I say that? I don't know.
They let you down.
We doesn't times the earrings like in the other match, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we were like no sé, nervous maybe.
Yeah, but
I'm here-
I
to
felt that
translate
in
if
the
needed.
first map especially, and it looked like Viper was pressing a little bit on the second map.
Oh yeah. He was.
He struggled there at the beginning of the agony, but
he said this. He said the server feels weird.
Yep. It certainly did. It looked like he was struggling there with Flack at certain points, but a great team you just played. You guys had an amazing run. You actually had not lost a map the entire tournament until this finals. So congratulations to your team to making the finals of the Dopepugs XL Classic. And man, you almost pulled it out. I was secretly pulling for you because I've seen Nanum win enough over the years. Damn it. But man, tough team. We'll move you back with your team. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Oh man. Whew.
Yes.
God,
yes.
Tom, I feel like I just ran a marathon.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, good
we-
shit, man.
How we doing? What's the chat look like? What are people saying? Let's see. Disnakesta throwing a little fire at Nanum, saying the server was good. I thought the server was pretty good. I don't know. But the server's not really the story. The story is Team 123 completes an improbable sweep of Google Translate. The crown rests in Dallas, Texas right now for TDM, but not on Sly. It's on Nanum. Congratulations to Nanum, Bone, and Unreal Shots, who was low-key the MVP tonight. Makes you
Yes,
wonder
sir.
if he was sandbagging the entire tournament to keep his price low and then just turned it on and crushed everyone, right? Man, his warm-up must have
He's
been
always
solid.
been strong, in my opinion. Like, Shots, like, from what I've known of him competitively, back when he used to play a little bit of Siege, he would sometimes like he always like kind of felt a little bit underrated, but he would always like turn it up when he needed to, and like he's done that the same in Insta, Weapons, Siege, and pretty much almost every other mod he's played. So you know, well played to him. Shots is like an $800 player, easy, GG. 900, like I don't know, 800, 900, like that's what I think. Like,
Yeah, calm down. I'm not trying to write his autobiography or have his kids. I just said nice game.
sorry, I'm a little bit of a shot stan right now.
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna
he
actually. Maybe
put
we
on a
should
great
pull him in here.
performance.
He's still on voice.
Yeah, sure.
What do you think?
Go for it.
Shots. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, Shots.
Hey, sorry to blindside you. You're on with the stream right now. Should we pull Bone in as well, or did you anything you want to say to the viewers? We thought you were the secret MVP of that game, so congratulations on a sweep in the finals. You were an all-star.
I appreciate that. Definitely felt like I put on a show.
Absolutely.
Felt a
Yeah.
lot better.
Incredibly exciting finals. I noticed your team had gotten off to some slow starts recently, so to see you take Malevolence, which I thought was the other team's best map, was just an incredible start in a really tense, I think it was 73 to 69 frag game, and you led the way really the whole way at like 33 frags or something like that. So solid performance and aim all the way through.
I appreciate it. And I really wanted to tackle the sniper and the shock against them and kind of maintain it so they wouldn't have that.
Yeah,
Makes
and a
sense.
lot of teams got run over by Loco and Viper. I mean, that's some of the best aim in the new net community. Loco may have the best aim of anybody I've ever seen. He's up there with Sorn. And you went toe-to-toe with them and proved that it takes more than just straight hit scan. Your movement was solid. You guys didn't panic. You had the experience edge from all those Instagib tournaments and championships won over the years for yourself and Nanum. Just an incredible run there, 3-0. And Bone really played really well tonight. He was, even when he wasn't fragging, Bone was avoiding damage and making the other team work. He's really become a defensive asset for your team, not just an also-ran.
Or team killing.
Oh no!
All right.
Oh, no.
I did notice, I wanted to ask you about that. I noticed a moment on Agony. Bone accidentally pulsed you a little bit. Most people, the etiquette with a team is you just take the damage and laugh it off and keep rolling. You kind of turned and fired like a warning bubble at him. I felt
I
like.
was like, bro.
It looked like Unreal Shots turned back and it was like getting bit by a dog. And he's like, you know, maybe I better just show him the hand for a moment.
I mean, I felt the chihuahua there. The presence was there.
Well, congratulations to you guys. Gamer Tom, any more questions for Unreal Shots while he's here? I know
Well,
you're his biggest fan. You need him to sign your t-shirt or something? Oh, wait, you're not wearing a shirt.
on my tits.
On your chest. You see them boobs.
Well, we'll see if Gamer Tom can convert that cleavage autograph into some eBay money later to pay for his stream. But until he does that, don't forget to follow and subscribe to him. Throw him a little PayPal donation or something for the Dopepugs guys as well. Appreciate them putting on the tournament, and especially to their admins for taking the time. We moved Unreal Shots out of here, and I think you really got to congratulate Gus, Sly, Rootsoft, all the other admins. Rootsoft, you're here. You want to say anything to the viewers? Maybe Bueller. I don't know if he's here.
Well,
But-
Sly's completely muted. I don't know about Root.
That's okay. An exceptional tournament from start to finish. I was hesitant. I thought 3v3 would be boring. I thought TDM would be boring. But they have proven that if you create the, I think Kim's recently made the Field of Dreams reference, and if you build it, they will come. And what an exciting tournament, honestly, from start to finish. Go ahead.
Wait, did one of the admins change Nanum's name to Crybaby?
I don't know if I would have gone with Crybaby, even if he is bitching about a server. I would name him something like No Aim, No Moves, TDM XL Champion, because that's what they are tonight.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Even though he did say a few times, shit server. If we did
Yeah,
catch
and
it, we did catch it. I'm not making that up.
Nanum is on my CTF team, and I've noticed he has a tendency to stick on things like that. Our first new net match, he was very upset over the getting headshot while crouched, but he's not wrong about that, at least in new net. So I also want to congratulate Dopepugs and the admins for having a proper server setup, regular netcode, excellent cheat protection, protecting the integrity of the game, and really making sure we had a solid tournament with a great winner here at the end. Team123 with Nanum, Unreal Shots, and Bone.
Yeah. Yeah, you wanna go over the stats real quick?
That's a great idea.
Nice, nice. I've already got the first one pulled up. Yeah, honestly, I want to say this first one was definitely the
Link me
closest
if you
one.
can.
Yeah, sure.
Keep losing the stats page. Sorry to create more work for you.
Pretty good. That should be it.
Then we'll paste to the channel for anybody interested. I'm going to pull this up so we can talk about it. There's also server sides for a lot of these games. So I don't know if the new server is hooked up for that, but you guys may be able to catch out some of the stuff. Or you can go back on Tom's Twitch channel, Gamer Tom the Bomb. He's been linking it. He makes clips. He's got a whole playlist of the entire tournament. You can go back,
sir.
relive the best moments. What an exciting tournament. So here, I'm looking with you at Malevolent, 73-69 red team. What do you see? What was the key to that game in your perspective?
Well, let's see a little bit. It looks like, well, red ultimately ended up winning that one. So, I'm just jumping down to the power-ups first. It looks like
Yeah, great place to start.
red definitely had more amps and armors, it looks like, but they were a little short on the belts and the pads, though. Blue definitely had a good power-up presence, but I guess with strong frag power like Shots and Nanum there, and I'll just take a look at the bottom right there. Shots and Nanum, did they have a lot of amps? Nanum has 4 amp pickups, and Shots had 3 amp pickups. So yes, the amp pickups, like, granted, they may have been dropped and picked up again because that stat is counted too. That probably made a very big difference there, and it probably didn't matter as much that belt was taken more by the blue team because one, like, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like it's either 1 or 2 headshots with an amp to a full belt and it will take you out, right?
An amped headshot will take out anything, even King Kong if he were to show up in the server.
Okay.
But yes, even an amped primary does 180 damage and will take a belt clean off, or take you with armor down to 20 health.
Gotcha.
So definitely, the amp is more powerful than the belt. That's why it takes longer to spawn. Looks like Loco was a one-man wrecking crew, getting tons of pads, armor, shield belts, and 4 amps. But like you alluded to earlier, just saying you picked up an amp doesn't matter if you're not getting kills. If you don't hold it for the full, I think 28 seconds is the duration. I could be wrong on that. Shout out to the UT Bible for those of you who load that up, old school. And let's see, I'll tell you another thing that stands out to me about Malevolence, just how it felt in the server. Unreal shots with accuracy of the sniper rifle at about 29%, only 1 to 2% less than Loco. So standing toe-to-toe with a Titan like that, fantastic work by him. Good control of the shock rifle, and one of the deadliest things I didn't understand throughout the game, Nanum was a demon with that pulse. Whatever his complaints are with that server, they certainly cannot stem from the pulse gun, because his tracking was on point.
Is there? Here. I'm just busy giving a huge shout out to everyone, like, in the chat.
No, that's a great idea. I appreciate you doing that, so I don't have to tag everyone in existence, because we want to put the word out. Congratulations to these teams. Appreciate everybody being here on a Sunday night. Sorry that it was a 3-0 for the blue team, but you know, sometimes I think it was still a great match. It wasn't one-sided. Every map was competitive. Nobody got blown out. And it seemed like at any point, if you look at the line on Malevolence, I mean, look at that battle for number 1. That's what you hope for in the finals of a tournament right there.
Yeah, it was pretty much dead even up until minute 6 right there. But then just red just slightly had the bit more of a lead right there. Like right around minute 6, like that's where it happened. I think that's probably where Red probably got an amp there and started popping off. And
So let's move on and take a look at Agony. 65 to 51 on that final, and if you need a link, I know you can go into the recent. It should be right at the top.
yeah, I got it. Ooh, but
Agony,
this one tells a
yeah,
bit more of a
little
different
bit-
story here.
Little different story there, like you said, on Agony, particularly with the belts immediately jumping out there. Take a look at that items graph.
Ooh,
it just
83,
looked like
83% of belts. Oh man.
That just looks like an arrow through the heart of the blue team that they drew with that belt graph. Good lord.
Shots. I had fun. I had to plug in my backup keyboard.
Yeah, he's probably set his first keyboard on fire from all that pro movement and kills. Good lord.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, looking down at the power-ups at the bottom here on the second map,
Who had
looks
the-
a little more even, but a lot of the belts just go into Nanum and Unreal shots.
Yep.
Amp use, I think what we found on a map like Agony that takes a little more work to get to the amp, it was easier to ambush people, plan a comeback, avoid runs there. Sorry, I'm reading a quote from Rick James saying
Yeah,
he
I
wanted
saw
us to
that
interview
too.
Nanum. Rick James, if you go back in the stream, we did try to interview Nanum. And in the midst of winning a championship, the biggest thing on Nanum's mind was that he wasn't in love with the server. So, always the perfectionist. He could win 100-0, and just like me, if my team gives up a cap in a 10-0 game, it feels like a loss in a lot of ways. So, maybe Nanum felt he didn't play his best game. It's the first time I've seen him kind of trailing in frags for his team. But honestly, I think as a captain and a leader, you want to set your team up for success in those moments so they can excel like Unreal Shots did tonight. He really took the game over, kept them in it, and more or less established dominance, proving that nerves would not get to him or Bone.
Thank you for the follow, by the way, on Real Shots. Much
Oh, yeah.
appreciated.
People forget that about Bone, by the way. Bone is not some garbage player or something you just find in the bargain bin. Bone was $1,000 in Speed Pug, which is the 120% speed. You got to be a smart player to be ranked that high in that, even though it was kind of a silly custom map place. He transitioned into more of a $700-800 solid O player later in some MLUT seasons.
Yeah.
And excellent movement tonight. Very impressed by the defensive posturing of Bone. That's how I expected Viper to play. It's like, if you've ever seen The Parent Trap, Bone and Viper switched souls tonight somehow. And
Yeah,
Bone
like,
was...
the second map there. I'm looking at his damage, and like he's like, that's really strong there. Like, he had close to 4K damage there, like 3.7 right there.
yeah,
like, good shit. Third highest in the game right there.
no, that's an amazing observation, Gamer Tom. We appreciate you as the TDM pro pointing that out. I would have probably overlooked that. But man, congratulations if you had Bone coming in third on damage on Agony on TDM Finals bingo on your card there. Convert that to your DraftKings power play or whatever.
Is there? Like,
Wow.
Even despite losing, Loco still put out the most damage. He had 4.6 right there.
Yeah,
Like
and
from
it
map
goes
two.
to show that the nerves that we thought we felt for that team did not extend to Loco. It was more about Viper and Ninja. And I don't know that Ninja's was nerves. It felt like Viper was most affected by possibly experience and nerves. Ninja maybe a little more affected by just a stylistic clash.
Oh, breaking news! Gus just posted community flash poll. What do you want next? One day deck tournament or a Sunday night or a full length SDOM tournament? And overwhelmingly, everyone is voting for the SDOM tournament.
Oh, well, let me just add a flag so that there's actually a third thing to vote for, which is CTF, which is what people actually want. Thanks a lot for not even including it in the poll. I predict that we'll have 100 votes here in no time. Let's stand by.
Also, much appreciated for the gifted sub shots. Thank you.
Actually, with the I chose the American flag. I got to pick something else there. But let's pull up the third stats for the final map, which was Codex.
Yes, sir. Codex, let's go. All right,
I
battle
need a-
for number one. It kind of tells the story of map number two in the same way. They were pretty much ahead the entire time. That spread though, 17. But like, Blue was trying to pull back. It looks like all throughout it. It looks like they kept it within a 10 point, but they never broke more than like a 10 point behind Blue team, unfortunately.
Yeah, looking here at the spread, you kept waiting on the run to happen, and that lead just kind of holds steady through the entire second half of the map. Power up control a lot more even, armor not really too dominant for either team. Red team looked like they had a plan, which I've seen them do in other matches. That should have been scouted by the blue team. Red team likes to meet up at those pads in the sniper rifle area when things go bad and reestablish control as a team. I like that spot because, one, it's a height advantage. You can ambush people and see really anything that's going to be coming towards you. There's health packs and vials there, and there's 3 different angles of escape where you might get a shock rifle and or a sniper to be able to try to make a comeback. So almost a strategic blunder by the blue team there that really showed why every time they got into trouble, red team able to capitalize and regroup either on the November side or at that die-pad sniper area.
Yes, sir.
Looking at the accuracy on the third map, Loco had 50% accuracy with the sniper. I don't know how many shots he took. It says it looks like...
Well, speaking of back right there, like, shots by a long shot, 58.21. Like, and the second, well, at the top where their scores are at, on the third map, then the second highest is 25.3.
Damn.
Like,
I don't know that I've seen 58%. He was absolutely on fire in that map.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, that's taking some complex stuff into account, like pulse, flak, rockets. I assume that's some sort of combined accuracy rating, but I gotta tell you, the best numbers I've seen in that are usually around 30. So to see him at 58, good lord.
Yes, sir.
God, go take an ice bath shots or buy a lottery ticket. Man.
Let's take a look at the shots that he actually shot, you know? Hee. No pun intended there. Sorry. How's the UT been going? It's been going great. Cosmic, we just finished the TDM finals of the 3v3 Dopepugs Summer Tournament. Team 123 just swept it in 3.
On Google Translate. What a finals, what a tournament. Congratulations to Dopepugs. Thank you so much to the whole community, all the players. These things can't happen without people out there to join and care and maintain servers and create streams and make predictions and talk some shit and get in the server and do some dueling, and even people like Burnsy who are probably asleep right now.
True.
Or actually, he's probably camping, hiding somewhere at the flak vials, making sure he can get stacked to 199, 150 before killing me again.
Ooh, shots fired.
But yeah, despite his server frustrations, congratulations again to Nanum, Bone, Unreal Shots, taking home the finals MVP tonight.
Yes, sir. Let's take a look at just like overall. Like honestly, map 3 was like everyone on red team put on a great show. Shots did lead at 29 frags, but Nanum and Bones, I think the story of this tournament is how well Bones performed for his team right there, because this is like based on this third map alone, he's 25 frags, 48% efficiency. Which isn't that bad. Like, if you're able to keep like near 50 and 25 frags there in a final game of all things, like you're obviously doing something right.
What people forget about Bone is that just like me in the CTF tournament, he had only come back to the game about a week before this tournament started. It was like he reinstalled, he came back, and then instantly they had to play a qualifier and get ready for the tournament. Yeah. The night that they played us in their qualifier, even though I was his opponent, he was PMing me for basic settings help to get his UT running properly. Which, if anybody knows my settings right now, I'm the worst person to ask that question. So I obviously lied to him so that I could play better than him. No, I'm kidding. But my point is, he's gotten better every single map as the tournament has gone on, and he put in the work too. You know, showing up is half the battle. You can't just be inactive and then hope you're going to make it through the finals of a tournament against a talent like Loco, Viper, and Ninja. So credit to Bone and his team for actually working. I mean, an hour before the finals, Bone was dueling Blackout and you, right?
Yeah, like
So-
I gave him a couple matches too.
And that's a perfect combination, I think, because playing you have a little bit of unorthodox movement as well. So maybe he was playing you to simulate Ninja. To see somebody
Maybe.
kind of hopping, streaky around, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, like I was already drinking at that point. And to be
There you
fair,
go.
I think I put on a good match for him there because we played 2 maps and the frag spread was only like 2 or 3. So it was really close.
And I think of all the people he could have picked, I think Blackout is a good comp for Loco. He has similar overpowering aim, excellent movement, strong everywhere in TDM. So it's almost like Bone played a shadow box of the match before getting in there and really proved to be an asset for his team throughout the whole tournament, but especially tonight. When it mattered most, Nanam's team pulled him through.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the accuracy again for Unreal shots, and I think the reason for that astronomically high accuracy, so nobody throws out any accusations or shadiness,
Yeah.
he used heavy pulse throughout the game. He had 344 shots with pulse.
Well, speaking of Bone
Nobody else
real,
had more than 100.
speaking of Bone real quick, he's still in the chat. You want to pull him in, see if he has anything to say real quick?
Why not? Bone, are you here? Can you hear me? He might be AFK. We'll see.
Wifey. Hello, Bone.
Boney McBoney Pants?
Bones McGee.
Nope, there's a good chance he's AFK. So we'll throw him back there. And one thing
Oh.
I'm seeing, I'm not going to... What, did he talk?
Oh, no. I was like, oh, he disconnected, but no, he got moved again. I think.
No. But, one thing, we always talk about the thrill of victory, but it's important to remember the agony of defeat as well. The red team still unvoiced together. They had a great season, probably going over the match again in their heads, wondering what went wrong tonight. I'm not going to pull them back in here, but I always like to see, you bond with your teammates no matter how short a season is. And in a tournament like this where we were playing together, I mean, I still feel connected and upset that Oscar, myself, and Blackout lost, and we went out in the first round. Oscar quit the game.
Oh, no.
So I hope it was just a break. He didn't leave because we lost. I think he was burnt out, had been overdoing the gaming stuff a little bit. So maybe he'll be back. Thank you all again for joining us. Thank you, Tom, for putting on the stream and putting together all the highlights and doing the advertising and the hard work behind the scenes to make sure this production actually happens. Thank you to Sly, Rootsoft, to Snakesta, all the other Dopepugs admins, and Gus. Go ahead.
Real quick, Move Ninja in here. I tagged both Viper and Ninja to see if they wanted any words, and Ninja said sure.
Ninja, welcome into the stream. Congratulations on the 3-0 victory. Or I'm sorry. Congratulations on making the finals.
It's all good, Cort.
Appreciate
wish.
you guys.
Hey, thanks for having by. But
Yes, sir.
yeah, so yeah, I just want to congratulate to Nam's team, U-Shot and Bone. Man, I did not expect those guys to, be up on their game today. So they took us by surprise. So mad props to them. And I'm just happy for our team. We got this far because we were just just a bunch of Latinos, and we didn't expect to get this far. But I'm happy for Nam's team that they won, and yeah, that's all I can say. And I hope to you guys for the next tournament. And hey, congratulations! Good job to you guys for hosting these tournaments. I know you guys been doing everything you guys to accommodate for us, so I appreciate that.
Yes,
Well, thank you on behalf of the admins and Gamer Tom as well. We appreciate you signing up. The game is always more fun with an international community and more people playing. You did great. I've never actually talked to you before. So
Yeah.
I love the way your movement, we've been talking about it the whole tournament, is very unique. You throw people off with those custom moves. And what did you see in the games tonight? How did that go for you? And what, I guess being in the game a little different than observing the game, how did it feel going up against experienced pros from other mods like Nanum and Unreal Shots tonight.
Oh, for sure. When the first map, we definitely had a shot. We were very close to it. The second map would really throw us off big time. That's where I was like, wow. And having someone like you shots, I hardly ever play with him. He has really good movements too, so he took me by surprise. But yeah, that's what I saw, and of course Bone also did well, and then Nam is just really hard to kill sometimes.
True that.
And yeah,
Nanum and Unreal Shots tonight seem to be on fire with their movement was so precise. They are so good at sending damage around corners safely, not hurting their teammates to where it's so hard to ambush them. I saw Nanum making a big difference on Malevolence, especially in the last minute. It was a one frag game with 80 seconds to go, and Nanum managed to get 3 or 4 pulse kills in the back in 2-on-1s with people by kind of floating between the sniper and the armor. And I went, if that hadn't happened, that map could have gone the other way.
Right. Yeah, it could have, but it didn't happen. But yeah, so.
Feels like Nanum always pulls out a moment like that when it matters most. He's always been clutch. I played my first finals against him back in 2004, I think, maybe 5. God,
damn, veteran players here, veteran players.
Yeah, like the
honestly,
Deku tree.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, but I do say that.
Hildy with a timely post of the mystical tree.
What the fuck? Hildy, you watching the stream? Because that's the crazy timing right there. Like you literally
he
posted
actually
that.
dropped that before I said it. Maybe he Jedi mind tricked me and I brought up the Deku tree as that flashed across my screen. Who knows?
Also, Ninja, real quick, Atomic wants to say he loves you, and he's also been on 12 of your MLIG teams as well.
Oh yeah!
Wow,
I appreciate that.
Well, Ninja, one last question for you, and then we'll let you get out of here. You mentioned being an international team, Latinos, and all that, and we appreciate you playing in the tournament. What country? Where are you from? What's your background in UT? And I guess what's your favorite TDM map? We'll ask you that in the Dopepugs tournament.
Sure. Well, yeah, I'm originally is from Guatemala. That's where I'm from, and I've been playing UT since the 2000s, and I started playing. It all started with playing on a pirate copy of UT from someone else, and so yeah.
Nice.
Ever since then, I've been on and off. So, but it's nice to see that the community, the TDM community, and and the CTF community is still alive, and we hope that it still continue with the next generation of players. As you can see, the level skill has tremendously increased.
Yes, sir. Even though.
Well, I don't know that we've seen that since Nanum won tonight. But no, I'm just kidding. Fantastic words there. And if we have ambassadors like you joining the community from all over the globe, then the game and anything we play as a community beyond it will continue to thrive and be successful. Thanks for being a part of it. We'll pop you back into your team chat. And don't be a stranger. Feel free to join games with other people around. I know we've got people in the Dopepugs community that play Apex, Overwatch. They stream PUBG. So hang out, talk to some people there, and make some friends, and we'll all do some gaming together this fall.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, guys.
Sounds good. Glad to have you here, Ninja.
All right, moved him back out. And I think now we've got admin Sly unmuting his mic. Sly, anything you want to say to the fans out there? Great tournament tonight. Amazing match.
Hold on, I was taking off my. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yep, we hear you okay. I figured by now you'd be out dueling Nanum in a bitter 1v1 to see if Miami stays on the server list or not.
I think the admin's already taking down some of the servers immediately due to financial constraints. But yeah, good tournament. I think every tournament we have, we learn something different. Going from the Winter Classic, I did some calculations, and that tournament lasted exactly 69 days. And this tournament lasted 34 days, so we successfully cut the duration in half. with only four less matches played. So
Wow.
we managed to become much more efficient with how we manage the tournament. So also while there were some let's say inaccuracies on salaries, we only know how good players are until they play the actual matches. So
Well, exactly. People like me that didn't play a single TDM map before coming in. This was my first tournament back in a million years. There's lots of people like that were returning, and people can complain about prices, but the thing is, the best team won, and I thought their prices were very fair. I don't think anybody would argue that anybody on Nanum's team was misrated, and they just took the tournament. So the system worked.
This tournament you'll see Loco getting a boost.
Yeah.
To tier A. And I think everything else on that team, on Loco's team, will stay the same.
And honestly,
Bone, maybe it will probably most likely be a tier B. Boosted up to tier B. He was the tier C MVP easily this season.
Through that.
But see, there's other things that the community was wrong about. For example, and maybe we could pull up the teams page while we're talking about this, because it is the ongoing storyline after the tournament. For example, everybody was furious, and I remember the pitchforks were coming out when Mintek was rated 650. They thought that he'd be 1250,
and 550.
he shit the bed, and you guys were out in round one.
Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. Everybody, I'm gonna call him out right now. Let's get I'm tagging Sorn right now in TDM pickups.
Oh shit.
Sorn was verbally reaming my ass on voice, essentially saying I was rigging the tournament by putting Mintek into tier B. He's like,
oh, that you were trying to set it up so you'd have a clean ride to the finals?
I think his quote was, dude. He said dude like 3 times. Dude. Mintek's a former $1,000 player. Like, what is he doing in tier B?
Right.
Well, now we know why he was in tier B, but there was an inaccuracy. He should have been in tier C. We all thought Mintek should have been a tier C player this tournament. He shit more than the bed. He shit the kitchen. He shit the living room. He shit the hallway to the bathroom. Everything was shit. Okay? So, anyway, that aside, Mintek will probably be tier C next tournament. Now that's a big if there's a next tournament.
Yeah, looking over the list here, I'd say Met maybe a little overrated, JD maybe underrated, Shattered X a little over, Imperium about right. He had a good tournament. I think you're about right, maybe $50 too low. Rootsoft maybe a little high. I don't know that he's ready to anchor a team by himself when you compare him to heavy hitters like the Snakes.
Just remember that the salary cap had more weight than the actual tiers did this tournament.
True. It was a combined ratio where you have to pick from each tier, but you also have to hit that, what was it, an $1,800 salary cap?
Yeah, exactly. So it was just kind of an extra layer of team stability. Still not perfect, but the next tournament will be even more accurate. However, if we were to do a deck-only tournament, the salaries would look significantly different for that tournament because players are, we might have just Snakes in tier B for a deck tournament. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
We might have Unreal Shots tier A for a deck tournament. So
that's an excellent point.
Completely different.
No, that's a great point. Somebody like me, as an example, my value is probably 3 times more on deck than it would be on, say, For Whom the Bell Tolls, where I got spanked in a bug the other day.
I would be tier B. I would be tier B in a deck tournament. So
I don't know about that. You're pretty solid there, but
we'd have to look at the player list. But most likely, I think I'd probably fall down into the tier B.
One thing as a community we might be able to do to kind of protect ourselves from locos popping up out of nowhere is just subject people to like either a duel or even just send them to an aim trainer a few times and have them send the admin some results.
When Combat Carl made his comeback, you weren't here for this. During the Winter Classic, Combat Carl was deemed undervalued. Okay? And it's because he did exactly what you were suggesting. He dueled Burnsy on deck and when he came back, and he was losing to Burnsy on deck. But then he started unrusting, and the old Combat Carl started coming out, and he was dominating.
Yeah, Combat Carl is a former top 10 US DM 1v1
Yeah, but when you're
player.
losing
There's
to
no fucking
Burnsy,
way that
a
I would
deck
ever
duel
drop him.
when you're losing to Burnsy in a deck duel in Chicago and you haven't played UT99 in 15 years, you got to start thinking, maybe he really is a $300 player.
Yeah.
So
Combat
anyway.
Crawl was so good at fragging back in the day that even when he came over to CTF, they rated him the highest price in CTF, and he still won the tournament. But
Yeah,
By
go
the way,
go!
my favorite UT99 name is Combat Carl. I love that name. I mean, nothing is more demoralizing than getting killed by someone named Combat Carl. That's bad. You don't want to die to that, ever.
it is great. It has the throwback to the generation before us, childhood memories, and all that good stuff. It does open you up to some UT99 shit talk that we can't really say here. Anybody who was around in the 2000s knows exactly what we're talking about there.
Yeah.
Any teams you thought really overperformed their potential or vastly underperformed in this tournament? Because there were 16 teams total, and now we've seen how it all played out. Did it go how you thought, or were there crazy upsets anywhere?
Yes.
You know, I think the Nap Time team was interesting because they made a roster edit halfway through the tournament that strengthened their team for sure. I think they underperformed in their semifinal match against Loco's team. Actually had them favored to win, and their restructured team was Detox, Rick James, and who am I leaving off? Hev. So I
At
feel like
550, hee hee.
they should have won. Now, there was that Miami server debacle with that team, so once they were faced with a little bit of adversity on ping, they shit the bed. So outside of that, had that been played on like a standard server, you could say like they would have advanced, but does that mean Viper has 30 ping? You know what I mean? Like, what if everybody had 30 ping? Now, Viper would have been a much higher salary if that were to happen. So Google Translate would not have existed. But
exactly, you would have had $200 players.
Well, also remember a couple weeks ago, we all thought that it was gonna be both Latino teams in the finals.
I never thought that. I
didn't think that. But I
guess
see your
it was
point.
just
A
me
lot
and a
of
few
people
other
were
people did.
saying that.
Yeah, and that's partly because it's not that like the Latinos are better than NA or the NA is better than Latinos. I think one thing we learned here is that we undervalued several of the Latino players. And part of that reason was because, okay, well, they're in South America. They're going to have higher pings. So we kind of softened it for them. Okay, they're going to have higher pings. We need to lower their salaries. Now, come to find out, some of these players actually ping really well, like KHR,
Right.
Loco.
Yeah, they're not as far away as you might hope.
They ping a lot better. So next tournament, they're going to get the value increase that they deserve. You know, we all know that. I think all three of those players are tier A quality. All three of them.
Nice.
So next tournament they'll all be tier A, and there won't be this, you know, Latino versus North America thing. It was never meant to be that, you know. It's
I
supposed
get
to be
One thing I'd like to see.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if the bot exists or how we could poach it, borrow it, beg, borrow, steal, buy, loan, whatever. I've seen some other channels. I think the Instagib community in Euros, in addition to their ELO ranked pugs, which I don't recommend we go to that. But what they have as part of that package is every player can vote on their server preference. And then the algorithm or the bot kind of picks the server based on what's most fair for all of them.
Yeah, that goes to the MFW Ouija Da Vinci era admin ruling, which is essentially every single map would be played on Chicago.
That's a good point. Yeah, I thought overall the admins were extremely fair. They went above and beyond in making sure everybody had playable ping. I never saw anybody click in with more than 80 ping in any match. The closest I saw was maybe Blackout on Chicago. But nobody cares about Blackout anyway. I'm just kidding. I love Blackout. He's an amazing player. This tournament was fantastic. I didn't get to see... the only problem was a lot of teams were gone before I joined the cast. So, like, I didn't get to see Humpty play. I didn't get to see Lava K3's team. There's a lot of great teams out there that would have been cool to see.
Shout out to every single player in this tournament except for Flux. Like, every single player in this tournament was extremely easy to work with on scheduling matches. Everyone was super responsive with communication. Everybody was doing their part to make this as smooth as possible, except for one person, and that's Flux. So Flux, let's work on your manners. Let's work on your elitism. you're better than that. Hopefully your meditation sessions will bring you back in a better spirit for the community. We can't have that. We'll probably be having admin discussions on whether he'll be eligible to compete in the next tournament or not. In the Winter Classic, the player that was moved to Tier D, there was actually 4 tiers in the Winter Classic. Tier D was a tier where we moved people that was detrimental
Wasn't
to the
it
community.
Ebola? Wasn't it?
It was blood slashed for bailing on his team
Oh.
2 days before the tournament started.
Sorry, Ebola.
Oh man, I wish we had something like that back in the day for all the
Yeah,
faders
yeah,
of the world
so-
who just never show up. They just sign up to see their price and then go
No.
back to whatever other game they wanted to play.
This tournament was a little bit different because Flux did show up for the matches, so we didn't have to utilize the tier D.
True.
But it was last second. I mean, it was almost there. Not enjoyable to work with, and I'm not afraid to admit that. And this is UT99. I can go off the cuff and admit these things to this community. It's not like we're on CBS or something, you
Right.
know. This is a Twitch channel with 20 viewers.
Oh.
let's just keep it real here.
And
Hey, for every viewer on Twitch, I think 1,000 more views are represented on YouTube. So you guys,
So we shall see what the next tournament is. I know Eston will most likely be happening this year, actually. This
Ooh,
year,
excellent.
Eston will be happening. The deck tournament will definitely happen as well because that's
yeah, I think
gonna be one-day tournament.
the faster you can get signups open for something, there's a lot of momentum right now. I've seen people come back. Obviously, people have had enough time the last month to get their schedule set up for kids back to school, whatever's going on in their lives in the fall. It would be great to squeeze in a full tournament that ends before Christmas.
Well, it's you're right. In theory, you're right. It's better to have something up and running right off the bat. And people always say that, hey man, get the promo video ready, before, right before the finals. And I'm like, I'm trying to make this ship float on the water.
Well, I know what you're gonna say too. I'll say it for you because you are the admin. It takes a lot of work to make these things happen. It doesn't just happen. So
Yeah.
everybody wants this beautiful website, these videos, casts, servers. We all want to just show up, click in, and be Nanum and win. But the community has always been deficient of good admins, volunteers. Please help. Keep the game afloat. Participate, chip in, make PayPal donations if you can. Follow Gamer Tom and other streamers.
Yes, sir. And
Get
so-
people like Flux, Oscar, and anybody else taking a hiatus back.
and
Well,
so-
sure, absolutely. Flux absolutely is allowed to play. I was mostly just kind of talking shit, but I do want to
Yeah.
give a huge shout out to Snakes Den Rusoft. This 100%
yeah.
could not have been done without them. So they get a lot of credit for helping. I mean, there were situations where there were a couple of days where there were 4 matches like at the same time.
Yeah, those
So
were
it's
fun.
like we're just scrambling and running around like chickens.
Yeah,
with
that
our
was
heads cut
wild.
off. But we pulled it off. We pulled it off, and every single match was streamed again. Now, 1 or 2 actually had to use one of the players in the actual pug to stream the match, but every single match was streamed, which is cool. That's 2 tournaments back to back where every single match is streamed. Again, no forfeits. I've also decided Dopepugs is going to adopt the MLDM tournament because that was essentially a Dopepugs managed tournament. Like it was Dopepugs oriented back in the MLUT era. So that data will be actually be posted onto the website probably the next week.
I like
Nice.
that.
We
Then you
are
can pull in a
adopting
little of the
MLDM.
old history.
Yep. So that one will be there. So that'll be a total of 3 tournaments on the website, and that's 3 tournaments without a single forfeit. So that's a huge feat.
Good
we
shit.
will never have a forfeit in this community. It will never happen.
That
So,
is an incredible accomplishment because I remember even the first MLUTs back when we had 2,500 active players on ladders and clans were still around.
Flex schedule
Um,
OP.
Even then, people would invent reasons to forfeit. They'd lie to admins and then just no-show the damn match.
Yeah, Matt Joe, Dijo, however you want to say his name, he forfeited a final.
Uh-oh.
That was the most frustrating thing when you look back at the legacy of the MLUT CTF tournaments. And I'd look back and some of them get deleted every now and then.
Well, here's the thing. So MLCTF, I think it was 24.
Yeah.
I don't believe in forfeits, right? And I had 2 MLCTF championships won at this point. This was going to be my 3rd. but one of their players kept no showing the match where he couldn't make it. It was Guybrush, and he was in their starting lineup. So I kept rescheduling for Guybrush like literally like 4 times. So the 5th time the match got scheduled, I actually no-showed because I didn't remember it was that day. I don't remember what it was. So out of spite, Matt basically canceled the tournament and blamed me for running the tournament.
Wow.
And I'm like, dude, I was trying to make this work. So anyway, I take credit at that. That's my 3rd MLCTF championship. I take credit for that because we were gonna win that. We already beat that team in the regular season pretty badly, but it's an unofficial championship. So it's like I have 2 for sure, and then the 3rd one's kind of mastered.
We'll call it 2.5. We'll see.
Yeah, there we go. We'll go 2.5.
Oh, and Cort, real quick, speaking of donations, when I'm not accidentally leaking my email
OnlyFans
on
account,
stream.
Is that what you were gonna say?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
My email on stream, I actually just made a $50 donation to the servers, whatnot.
Well, you don't have to do that, Tom. You
I
already
wanted
do
to.
a lot for the community.
I wanted to. This shit got me hyped, and gotta keep that momentum going.
Yeah, I think financially, the contributions financially have been very good. So thanks to everyone that has donated. I mean, there's been a large number of people that have donated to the servers. So at minimum, people have been, coughing up $10, $20, $30 here and there. So that's been much appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Tom, just now for that donation. I know the server admins appreciate somebody helping with the burden there. Slide dropped off here. So I will hop off here as well and say thank you very much again to all of our viewers, the admins. The tournament was a raving success. Thank you, Tom, for streaming all the matches, putting together highlights, and doing all the work on the stream.
Yes,
We
sir.
appreciate all of you. Pug up, have some good games. And congratulations again to Team 123, Nanum, Unreal Shots, and Bone on bringing home the championship.
Yeah, pug up everyone, and I hope to see you in the next tournament we host. Because if this was any indication, the next one's gonna be even better. And who knows? Maybe Paco might stream a couple. Who knows? Hee hee.
Oh yeah. So good games. Thanks everybody, and good night.
Yes, sir. Have a good one. Mercy to me. Yeah. GG. Pug up, pug up, pug up.